Hi, I'm Mayor McCheese.
I'm Mayor McCheese.
I'm Mayor McCheese, and I've been assassinated by the Grundle.
Hey everyone, welcome to the next episode on YouTube. Don't forget that.
Yeah, that as well.
Awesome.
I ate 3 people in the break.
No, just sexually.
Oh.
You ate 2 people in the break.
I mean, it was sexually arousing for me, but it was like watching a snake consume something.
We all watched King Schmungus. Oh.
Oh,
Oh no, I've seen it. I've seen the fucking.
Wait. What the fuck happened to not doing this shit?
No, I've seen the.
Alrighty
I've seen
then.
The
Yes.
copy paste.
Everyone, shut the fuck up!
They're still talking, right?
It's a copy paste saying like actually Vaporeon is the most breedable Pokemon.
Anyway, that's a good point about Vaporeon.
That's awesome, but we should shut up.
Yeah, no. For a recap,
Stop looking at Pokemon porn, James.
we walked for like 2 days. Zeph heard voices again. Zeph met the voices.
Met.
In
person?
We don't.
They
know
also
who-
ate poisonous mushrooms and almost fucking killed themselves, cause fuck it.
Which I do not condone.
Wait, we're still there, right?
Yeah.
I condone.
Oh, wait, is it the
condone the
morning?
consumption of
Not
not
yet.
poisonous mushrooms.
Yeah, so it's still those two that are right.
Okay.
You guys,
different.
because you guys wanted to do some more RP, didn't you?
You wanted to ask more
Well,
questions outside of character. You wanted to ask more questions. Did you
yeah.
not?
Are we still like
You
asleep?
can do
Have
that
you
if
done your
you
stuff?
want. I guess.
Yeah.
if
Well, that
everyone's
stuff's like
okay.
entirely in
Yeah,
my
I just
head.
go. What? I feel like I have overheard your business in the Crossroads, but like not in depth.
I mean, as you asked me at the start of our conversation, I have my partner that I'm meeting there.
Is that all you're doing?
Fucky, stop.
Will you be fucking during the festival?
Oh my god!
Don't say it directly. The innuendo's the fun
That
bit.
ruined the joke. It wasn't even a joke. I didn't mean to be like that.
That's what I'm here for, baby.
Racist again.
What?
Ruining things one step at a
thought
time
it
with
was
that
vaguely
chronical
racist.
class.
I said,
It's
is
the
there
accent.
any other reason you are going into the Crossroads?
The Festival of the Eclipse is
I do remember
also
hearing about
occurring,
that.
and obviously I worship Haluva, very big part of the festival, so I'm helping set up and make preparations for
Is
it as
it
well as
just-
celebrating.
Is it just for that one god in particular?
No, there's Hikaru's as well, Haluva's twin god.
Well, there you go. Is your partner also? Do they also worship this god?
Haluva?
The god. But
Haluva
Huh?
or Hikaru's? Which one?
either of them.
Oh, yeah, she worships Haluva with me.
There you go. That's literally all. Well,
I would ask you questions, but I know quite a lot about you because you really do talk about yourself. You talk
Do
about your
I?
mother and how you haven't seen your father before, and
uh,
how you grew up in the Elven Republic and you were mistreated, and you're kind of searching for your father.
Ben's freaking out because he's like, what?
You're very loud when you talk to others. Like, we're in a group walking together, and
I apologize. I never really know how
no,
to.
it's just that you're very open, so I don't really have any questions to ask you.
I feel no reason to be closed, I suppose.
This is the last time Ben goes on watch.
And Ben feels like threatened.
I always know.
and like I feel like you are being a little bit hostile right now.
Oh, I'm sorry if I feel that way. I think I'm just very perceptive of others.
I
I-
feel
You just
like
talk.
that might be the case.
I didn't mean to be.
Now I feel
hostile.
bad that I don't know a lot about you. Like,
No, I
although I don't recall you talking a
don't
lot
really
about anything.
talk about. Oh. Oh.
Well, you know,
I'm working on being less quiet.
I mean, look.
Oh.
I was gonna say
Uh-oh.
I'm also quiet, but I'm very much not.
No way.
I'm quiet when I'm on my own. Actually, that is also not.
Most people are
I
quiet
tend
on.
to talk to myself quite a lot.
Oh, okay.
Not in a weird way.
I mean, I'm
like,
quiet on my own
Yeah.
too.
Are you worried that Ben talks to himself a lot?
Yeah, you talk to yourself?
I as much as any regular person with a conscience would.
out loud.
I have a lot of conscience.
Well, yes. It gets very quiet in
just
the forest
your-
alone. I also have
Just to yourself, right?
well, sometimes I speak to Somna. In
Oh,
my
okay, yeah, that's less worrying.
I feel like it's not as weird as you're making it out to be. I don't speak to myself in like a crazy kind of way.
I mean, have you seen the people that we're with? Yeah,
Yes,
some
I
of
totally
them do speak of
understand the
themselves
assumption.
in
Yes,
a
I totally get it.
crazy. I wouldn't say crazy. I just.
Although Egrishay does not seem to talk to himself, he just seems to talk a lot of nonsense.
Yeah.
That is true.
Or sometimes he doesn't talk at all, and the presence of Ekrochet being there is still enough to set chaos into the room.
now that Zev character.
Oh! Lynn puts her hands in her head. Just,
I'm so sorry. I did not mean to bring up
oh.
any of the issues from the past week.
He's a character.
Yes, definitely. I feel like I
Just-
know. I get the impression you know more about him than I do.
Call it intuition.
Well, I mean, I suppose you know a lot more about me than you let on, so I'll.
It's not my fault that you talk loudly when we're walking in a group together, and I am literally like right in front of you most of the times, and you're
Well, I
just
mean,
there.
Well, you're right. I don't blame you for being
Yeah,
competitive. I
so-
just
And you assumed I
I-
was hostile because of that.
hostile.
Well,
no,
you
I said
said
you
that I-
sounded hostile. There's a difference.
Manipulate male wife.
Sounding hostile and being hostile are two completely separate
I don't
things.
think I've ever sounded hostile in my life. I'm so sorry.
I mean, you don't now. It's
I
very
sounded hostile before.
confrontational. I didn't really know what to
Oh,
do.
okay. Confrontational and hostile are two different things.
I feel like we're getting caught up in the botanics of it all.
I just don't want to have that kind of bad image.
You definitely haven't given off a bad
Oh,
image.
okay.
I suppose it all comes down to the fact that I really know very little about you.
Well, I told you a bit about myself.
Yes, I'm glad that I was able to
Why?
find out a little
Is
bit
there
more.
more that you want to know?
I mean, not particularly. Not.
You were
Well, no,
complaining
not.
that you
Okay, I didn't.
Actually, it turns out you're fucking boring.
Yeah, I don't know anything about you.
I meant
you.
nothing in particular, but
That's fine.
like,
Yeah,
with your,
I don't even know.
well, you know a lot about my experience in the Elven Republic. Would you care telling me about your own?
I'm a full-blooded elf, so I was treated quite fairly, if you could call it fair, amongst the others. But my partner is a half-elf, so she wasn't treated as right, as well as being a half-drow, so even worse.
Oh, yes, that is quite unfortunate. Have you known your partner for long?
Decades.
There you go. I'm assuming you are quite mature for an elf
You're gonna call me old?
I was about to, but I didn't.
I don't even think you're old. You're just like middle aged.
Yeah.
like what?
Like
100?
200-ish?
Is this in
200-ish.
character?
No, there's
But
an
how,
elf.
what?
how old is Melian in comparison?
Oh,
Yeah, because
300.
half elves.
yeah,
like
I was trying to do the math,
a little
and
bit
I gave
more.
up doing the math halfway through doing the math.
I'm just going with the lines
Like
of
But
because of her
17?
sorceress blood, she has a similar
Yeah,
lifespan
cool.
to normal
She's
elves.
cooler.
Oh,
she's,
true.
She's cooler half.
Or
elf.
is it
She's
is
epic.
it half elf, half drow?
That's the same thing, kind of.
It's a half. It's a half elf, but it's so instead of
Subspecies
so like
of
imagine
a
like
drow.
yeah.
Yeah, but
It's with a drow
a
instead.
drow is a form of elf, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's a
basically
half-
half elf.
Yeah.
But
So
because
yeah.
but she's got like because she's a sorceress, she's got innate magical powers, which I'm gonna say makes her like.
Yeah, she's cooler.
She's
That
just
is
better
sick,
half
yeah.
elf.
Wow.
Just, she just,
You have to level up a bit, and you get like
she's just
double
epic.
your lifespan basically.
Yeah.
So you like multiply it by 10, right, as a druid?
For druids and monks, yeah.
So how long have you
Druids especially.
been away from the Elven Republic then? I see. I may have caused some
Lynn is
distress.
like sitting there thinking. It's been many, many years. Possibly over 100?
Oh, God, would you ever go back?
I'm not planning to.
Well, neither am I, so I suppose we can agree on that point. In comparison, my tribulations seem quite small, in fact.
Why?
Well, I'm young. I'm only 25. Even for a half-elf, that's...
You little baby man. I wasn't encouraging. Little baby.
Baby man. Well, I mean, yeah, technically, that's what I mean, I'd say that's probably equivalent to like a teenager, even
Little baby.
little baby,
Little baby.
little baby.
Little
Man.
tiny.
Yes, I've yet to see a lot of things.
Well,
What?
hopefully that you're here now, you're able to see a lot more. Maybe in the crossroads, though I don't really think it's a big city, but it's not like the best of places.
I'm so excited. It's everything I've seen in the past month or so has been
Trees.
more interesting than what I've seen in the past 20 years. Which I attribute to,
You're like 25 and you've seen boring things for roughly 20 years.
well, for the longest time in the Elven Republic, I did not get to see very much.
Were you like
Confined to my home,
Oh.
yes. I was sheltered. I was not allowed to go out for very many things.
Okay.
Mainly because my mother was trying to protect me, but...
Still horrible, but I can understand the reasoning, kind of. Not
Yes.
really.
Well, I mean, it worked for 20 years, that's what I mean.
Uh,
It was only when I started aging that people started to realize.
why did you leave the Elven Republic and not your mother with you, if you think so highly of her?
I did not wish to put my issues onto her for any longer. Me being a
She's
part
your
of...
mother.
Huh?
She's your mother.
Yes, she is my mother. And she
And you left her in the Elven Republic.
is quite a well-known healer.
Do people know that you were a half-elf, or did you, like, leave without anyone knowing?
They knew.
And you left her in the Elven Republic?
Yes.
Well, she might be well known and well disliked at this point.
Well, that's much of the reason why I left.
I don't think that would have
We've got
helped.
100 years gap. Things may progress. You never know.
I have not looked into anything of the Elven Republic since I left, so...
I mean, I don't know if it's appropriate to say this in the context of the conversation, but my mum is a very well-known healer in the Elven Republic and was well-liked before she came back with a child.
I imagine your mother's influence took a bit of a hit,
Yes.
but it wasn't anything that wasn't fixable.
Her business didn't stop, per se.
It just kind of dropped a
It
bit.
kind of... People were, like, sus of her, but no one ever stopped, like, seeking out her help, I suppose. It was more so, like, they were, like, bit weird that she's got a half-elven child. But for the most part, they didn't know. And when people started to find out, I was pretty much already gone.
Valid from a Leah standpoint. Lynn does not give a shit. Doesn't like anything to do with the Elven Republic anyways. So doesn't really care about having a good
Well,
image. From Leah's
also-
standpoint, yeah. I understand,
Ben
but
also dislikes the Elven Republic.
if
but
Lynn's ever
not
gonna
his
sound
mum.
hostile, it'll be talking about the fucking Elven Republic.
I mean, I agree. Your hostility is well-founded.
Yeah.
Um,
No like that place.
God, if only DM's favorite city wasn't in there.
Bad.
well, I feel like I have gained a much better insight into your being.
Is this the conversation, like, wrap-up point? Is like windows to
Yes.
small talk,
Yeah.
or is there anything
Yes.
else you want to bring
Yeah.
up?
I
Have-
just
There you
drifts off to
go.
small
Cool.
talk.
Now
You
you
guys-
know more about me.
Make it to
Mm.
daytime.
It's morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Hello.
Good day.
Are you okay?
Yes.
How are you feeling after last night's?
Fine.
Oh yeah.
Fine.
Have you
Barely.
learned your lesson?
What lesson?
When-
Yes, actually, I.
When I say you don't feel fine, you feel garbage.
Oh.
It's like a hangover, but like 20 times worse.
What about the healing or curing of poison?
There's still
It's like
Withdrawal.
a hangover. Yeah.
Okay.
like you're not going to die from poison, but there's still like a leftover substance.
I feel great.
Now, what do you recall? What lesson did you learn?
I learned what these mushrooms do.
It's a valuable lesson. Yes.
I think we should take them with us.
No!
Absolutely not.
They get you fucked up, and if we want someone to be fucked up,
Bless you.
No. Well, to be fair, they do make a very effective poison.
Yeah. This is some good shit.
poison is in.
That's in character.
The poison is in the dosage, you know.
How easy would it be to get away with poisoning someone using these mushrooms?
You just got to feed it to them. Just like
That depends on what you do with said mushrooms and how good you roll when you try to poison them.
I
fair
will
enough.
pretend to be a drug dealer. In fact, I will actually be a drug dealer if I give them the mushrooms.
We're not dealing drugs, especially those.
Well, I'm not dealing them for people to have a good time.
Is
Even
there
though I-
more of the poisonous mushrooms around?
Is there?
I don't know.
Hey, I roll a
This is
survival
a
check, I
theater of the
guess.
mind.
Okay.
Can
I'll
I-
roll a survival
Can
check.
I help because I ate the mushrooms, so I kind of would know what they look like?
I've
Sure.
rolled. Do I roll again?
What
Oh.
did you roll?
And do you say survival?
Yeah.
That'll be an 11.
I mean, do you have assistance, right?
Yeah.
You
I
can
would-
roll.
Oh,
I'd
okay.
be helping you. I'd be
Yeah,
helping
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Like, no, not that one, not that one. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Worse.
You don't find them. It looks like you find like a patch where like Ekrochet managed to scrabble them from, but they're like the rest are with Ekrochet at this point.
How
Ah.
many do you have, Equichet? How many mushrooms does Equichet have?
There is 2 remaining.
None.
Insight.
No, just kidding. That's two.
I mean, I suppose you can hold on to them, but don't eat any more.
You know what? If we need to, I'm not saying we should, but if we need to poison someone, not a bad idea, right? Right? Ah, fuck. No. Okay, bad idea. Okay, intrusive thoughts.
you-
Intrusive thoughts in the brain. All right, we moving? Do
Are you sure you're not going to eat the mushrooms again if you hold on to them?
you want me to take them off him?
They're my mushrooms.
But are you gonna eat them?
No.
Is it a deception check roll or a
And I got a fucking.
actual no?
Oh,
I got-
deception check.
I got a
roll.
5 inside.
Well, I don't know if I'm going to. Well, I got a +5 to my deception.
I got a 17 inside.
Well, I got a fucking 23.
Fuck.
Yeah.
You know what, Lynn? I think he's learned his lesson. He'll be fine.
I would laugh at Siggy said actually just put it on his mouth. He's like, "Ah." He's like, fuck.
I hope that he's learned his lesson.
And I've learned my lesson. No more shifts with just us two. It tends to get a bit too fun.
There are 2 mushrooms left.
Oh, I'm like,
No!
no.
He
Later.
wants a mushroom. Do not
No,
stop the
you
man who wants a mushroom.
No, you wanted to hold on to them.
You are being very,
Just one.
What am I being?
very rude.
by the way, when you put these down, give me a second. I need a
How am
name
I
for him.
being rude?
You're not being rude. Oh, Pauline.
Alexander
Fuck off!
Can you put him in my inventory?
I'm just coming up with a name now.
Sure. Lovely.
Will you give me one, or will you just hang on to it?
No, I'm taking. both.
Okay. Alright. Fine.
And we start making our way
Making our way
to the crossroads.
Yep.
Alright.
Making our way to the crossroads.
It's called the
What did you
Widow's Veil fungus.
Widow's Veil.
Thanks,
fungus.
AI.
Thank you, AI.
Oh, you.
AI is a fucking godsend. I didn't realize how much I actually wanted it until for this random shit of I eat random poisonous mushroom that I haven't named yet.
I knock on Shams's little nest, like, come on, buddy, time to get up.
Oh, I'd custom item.
already.
Yeah, it's daytime. Time to get those. Time to get those strong turtle legs up and moving. Let's go.
I think you can just call them legs.
But they're not. But they're turtle legs.
Like, yes, you could just call them legs, but they are also turtle legs.
I mean, have you seen them? Like, look, they're thick
What
and
the-
strong, and just like I don't know.
I
They're
don't.
different. It's cool. Shams is cool. Let it be known. Shams is cool.
Shams is cool.
Do you not think Shams is cool?
I do think Shams is quite
That's
cool.
good.
And I will slap a motherfucker if they say otherwise.
Oh,
Oh, I don't think that'd be necessary.
Okay, I'm not going to, cause Shams said otherwise. See, I can learn, and then I'll mosey on forward to the road.
oh my god.
Alright.
There you
So,
go.
you guys are heading to the crossroads?
Yes.
Yeah.
Any
Yeah.
small talk you want to make, or can we just get there?
Let's get there.
Let's get there.
Get
Alright.
there.
Ahead of you lies a city with tall marble walls with large banners of different colours, each with a sigil of each of the merchant prince domains. To the west of the city, a massive port with hundreds of ships docked, with more arriving and leaving at each moment. The wondrous sight almost allows you to miss the expansive slums surrounding the outskirts of the city, with ragtag houses made up of those who are trying to make it big in the city and those just trying to survive. Making your way to the gate, you see the wretched quality of life of those that surround the city, ramshackle homes made up of what could be scrounged around you. The scent of excrement and decay fill your noses as tight streets wind their way through various thrown-together homes and businesses. Small stalls surround the sides of the main road heading into town, with hawkers trying to sell various wares and trinkets, harassing and dragging away travelers foolish enough to make conversation.
Not gonna lie, I thought this place would be a lot. I thought this place wouldn't smell like shit, to be honest.
It is a city. They smell like shit.
But like, for a place that's owned by the Merchant Confederacy, you think the place, most of these like stalls and homes would be a lot more
Do you
well
think
kept.
rich people would care about stalls and homes that aren't theirs?
Well, clearly not.
No.
Hey, you try to think the best of people, and clearly they just reciprocate their actual thoughts by hoarding everything and then leaving everyone else to suffer.
Is this your first time coming to this realization?
No, unfortunately not. Just makes me annoyed. Makes me annoyed.
Are you guys just going to walk through?
Yeah.
Kind of coming out this massive gate. It is like truly Titanic. It's bigger than anything any of you've ever seen. You see these rows of guards wearing various colored tunics, kind of lining each side of the gate. As you make your way through the portcullis, you are greeted by a stark contrast to the slum you just passed through, with paved, clean streets, greenery lining the sides of the road. Beautiful houses and apartment buildings fill the wide streets, with businesses and cafes going along the ground floor.
I'd assume this is where the rich people reside.
Yep. Figure that out.
Can
I
I?
hate it here. Can we go back to the woods?
Can we go back to the poor people? I'm more comfortable here. I feel like I'm being watched. Am I being watched?
There's too many people around.
Perception check?
Can,
Ooh, I'm not proficient at it anymore. Shit. Yeah, 15.
Sorry?
15.
No, not really.
Okay.
It kind of, it's a busy city. Like, it's like there's like a flood of people going in and out of this gate. Like, it is really fucking busy. Merchants kind of making their way through with cargo. Massive. You see like this massive caravan convoy on its way out of the city, heading southerly direction.
can I walk in and roll like a perception to see if I see anyone with like the symbol of Luva on
Sure.
the metal? 'Cause I don't know where I'm going. That's an 8.
Okay.
Who? Luva?
With an 8.
Where?
Almond.
Where Luva?
Where?
Why Luva?
Why?
What Luva?
Help.
With an 8,
Help.
you don't seem to spot
Help.
anyone from the
I
Temple
am in help.
of Haluva, but it appears just a bit on the left of this like major thoroughfare through the road. You kind of see this almost golden temple with this giant depiction of a sun above it.
I don't want to go in there.
Okay, so
Excited in there. I don't want to go
not the
scary.
moon. Is the moon god and the sun god chill, or because they're so opposite?
Oh no, yeah, they're completely fine. It's just
Ah,
the followers of Hikarusa are a bit more extroverted.
right. Well, maybe,
Awkward, like hand movements, like.
or maybe they might know where the Haluvra temple is.
Yeah, they probably would.
Okay, I'll go up to the temple.
Okay.
I'm intimidated and
Does
scared.
does my skin burn because it's
Okay,
religious?
so you kind of walk up. You kind of see, standing in front of this temple, you see these kind of warriors in this kind of gleaming bronze armor. This kind of full faceplate down with this kind of sun crown almost kind of poking out.
Oh, that's fucking sick.
In their hands, they've got these giant two-handed pikes.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Pardon me. Hello. How are you this fine day?
I am kind of like behind Surface, well, just awkwardly there.
I'm trying to think how.
Are we all walking up to
Yeah.
this person?
Hello there, traveler. How can I help you?
Oh, very jovial.
Welcome to the Temple of Hikarusa.
Oh, very jovial. Well, you know what? What a pleasant change.
See,
I'm Sunbearer Jonathan. How can I assist you?
Jonathan.
I
Jonathan.
love these guys as Jack.
Sunbearer Jonathan. What a title. Is that just given to all of your the
All
finest warriors?
paladins. This one next to me is Sunbearer Terry.
Oh.
Hello.
I thought you were gonna tell us that they're all Jonathan.
like Nurse Joy.
Yeah, I was gonna
from
say it's a
Pokemon.
Nurse Joy thing. Yeah.
Sunbearer This one is Sunbearer Jonathan, and I am also Sunbearer Jonathan. Good day.
Good morning, Jonathan. Good morning, Jonathan. Oh, Jonathan. Good morning.
What are the not Sun Paladins called?
Depends on the temple. I haven't named him yet.
True.
Oh, Terry,
Plug.
Sunbearer Terry, very lovely
You've
to
got a
actually meet you
longer
as well.
call.
Wonderful to meet you too, my friend. What is your name?
Oh, they call me Zeph, Zeph Tarkin, if you want a full name. that'd be
Pleasure
really
to meet
nice.
you, Zeph Tarkin.
Well,
These
this is
guys
my
are scary.
this is my friend here, Lynn. Oh, we're looking for the Temple of Haluva, if there is one.
Sister, are you ready and excited for the festival?
Sisters.
Are they all gay? Are all of the Sun Paladins gay?
They don't have to be gay. They're just
Oh.
friendly.
If you're friendly, you're gay!
Ben is also
The queers have not taken friendliness from us. Ben
It's always
racist
just Ben is not homophobic. I'm adding that to my thing. Yes, he is. I've got in my thing. I've got in all caps. He is not a racist, and I'm adding or homophobic.
I love Ben.
And these are Ben's notes to himself.
That's even better!
We've worked on this, Ben.
We are not racist or homophobic. I say this out loud, and Ben's just like, I thought you didn't talk to yourself.
Hey, Ben, it's okay.
No, I don't actually
I know,
say
I know,
that.
I know.
It's not
Hi.
okay.
How could I miss someone like from the Temple of Hoover? Sister,
Hi.
we always miss your dreary attitudes in these things.
Is that a common?
It's a bit of banter between rivals, per se.
Oh, oh.
You should see them. They're all like goths. They're always dressed in this dark, shadowy stuff.
Where do you get
Is
the
that
word
what
Ben?
I got like
Yes.
the moon crescent makeup coming
Shut
down
up.
my eyes and
Yeah,
everything.
have you got like
I got the eyeliner and everything, man.
Yeah.
You know what? I think that actually tracks. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's probably more my style. But nothing wrong with your god. I mean,
Fuck up.
Are you familiar with goths? Are there many other goths?
What?
Like the dude.
I
Are
mean,
you
there's an entire
familiar-
temple here.
Is there a goth community?
I mean, people dress as they wish. They are free to do so.
Yo, there might be like an underground scene around here.
You guys are terrifying.
We're just friendly.
I get that. I don't understand why.
Well, look, the sun's in the sky. Not a cloud in sight. Look at the surroundings. It's beautiful.
I suppose it is quite a nice day.
Jonathan,
Good day. I'm going to walk away now.
Good day.
don't go too far, Ben.
I just walk like 2 steps back.
How can we assist?
Where's the Temple of the Moon?
Ah, the Temple of Haluva. Ah, yes. Basically, if you just follow this main road all the way through, and then you take a kind of a left when you hit the admin district, and you kind of follow that through, as you kind of walk along, you should pass the. In a second. You should pass the Temple of Tyrannus, and as you walk straight along that way, it's kind of the edge of the city, like nearing the port kind of
Terry.
side.
You have a temper?
No. Terry deserves a temple. With that,
You deserve a temple.
With that smile, he deserves one. But Tyrannus, the Earth God of the wealth and the Earth stuff. The dwarves love Tyrannus,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
they're pretty cool.
These
They
guys are
make this
terrifying,
wicked
and I
booze.
love them.
Wait, hang on. Wicked booze? What kind of wicked booze are we talking about here?
Wait. Do you also have a map?
A map?
Yeah, we want a map if you have one.
I'm afraid not on me. You might have to purchase one of those, but
Can we purchase one from your establishment?
This is a
not from the
They're not a
temple.
shop.
Well,
There'll be
they
a
might have
This
things.
is a
There'll be a
temple.
cartographer.
Exactly, they might have given it to us for free. It is a temple.
Do
I
you
mean-
worship the sun god?
I mean,
Do I get the map?
I mean, we have a map inside. If you'd like to come in, it's
Do we get a map if we join up?
no.
There's your answer.
What do we get to?
You get a fulfilling purpose of helping the poor.
These guys suck.
You will also upset your current god that you worship.
I don't know.
You guys also worship brothers. How could? Which one do you worship?
I don't know if I worship as much as we
I
sort of
worship Somna.
have a
Oh,
thing.
Their followers are lovely. They make some really nice food.
Oh my god, you eat followers of Sumner?
He looks like genuinely positive for a
So Ben
moment.
looks horrified too.
No. They're very good cooks.
Oh.
If you like,
Well, I do pride myself. My
Have you cooked for us
You've
at all?
never-
never, but I cooked for myself in the wild, and I was like, I'm semi-proud.
they have they have a restaurant actually, and they've got a couple stalls in the Greentide markets. I highly recommend the food there. It's really lovely, very, homely.
I might have to check it out. Thanks for the recommendation.
Dinner tonight, maybe. Who knows? Well,
Also, for the record, I do have cook's utensils, so I can cook.
You're gonna be the cook.
Yeah.
Where would we buy a map? Can you direct us at all?
I'll just show you the way on this one. I think we've got a squire who was heading towards the temple anyway, who can help you out.
That would be lovely.
What is the squire's name? Jonathan?
Give me a quick second to find out. I'm not quite exactly sure who is running the errand, but I
What-
believe that they were running something there,
Troy.
helping with catering, I
Troy.
believe, for the for
Troy
the feast to go
Bolton.
with.
Yeah.
Give me a second. I'll go
What are
find
the,
out.
what are
I
the
just wanna play
paladins, the
basketball.
paladins called?
Sunbearers.
Sunbearer Troy Bolton.
I can't decide between being a sun bearer and musicals.
Why am I feeling so wrong?
I think Troy Bolton would be a Variva follower, if anything.
Sure.
Kind of like the
would.
love in like music thing.
Totally.
But so he kind of heads inside the temple for a
My
second.
head's in the game, but my heart's in the song.
Shut up!
That's just our messenger.
Sorry, I'm trying to think of another like really white boy name for him.
Your names? What were you gonna be called?
What?
You were gonna be called something, weren't you?
No, it's not that right.
Tarquin?
No, it's not. Yeah.
Gotta
Okay.
get your head in the game.
Uh,
Sorry, I'll stop.
Chadley.
I've got the name. I'm just trying to think of
name.
the title for a squire.
Okay.
I like Troy Bolton.
Me too.
That's my name. Shut up.
This one, here we go. I found him. This is Ray Walker Peter.
What?
Ray Walker Peter.
Is his name Ray or Peter?
Peter.
Or Walker.
It's Ray.
Oh, like the rays of the
Ray-
sun, the
yes.
ray walk.
Ah, Ray
you know what?
Walker.
I
It's
like-
a title.
Oh,
No, you know
true.
what? The whole
is-
sun theme is not bad. It's not bad.
Is Ray Walker below or above? Right.
He's classist.
Bright something?
The Sunbearers.
Sunbearers.
Ray Walkers are training to be Sunbearers. He's helping with some of the organization for the festival. He's been working with members of the Temple of Haluva about organizing some of the food for the festival.
So instead of squires, they've got Ray Walkers. Essentially.
What?
They've got Ray Walkers instead of squires.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Sorry,
dig
I'm
it.
writing this into my notes. They go.
Really sounds like a name. Like
Huh?
Ray Walker?
Yeah, Ray Walker. I was like, oh, is his name Ray or Walker?
I mean, Ray would have been. a very
Ray
white
Walker
man,
Ray.
But yeah.
Ray Walker, Ray Walker.
Yeah. That's where they came. That's where they.
You
found
kind
the
of watch
name.
as this kind of like very young looking human kind of comes out. Hello there, I'm Peter.
What's
Peter
your
Rabbit?
second name?
Oh
Why
my
the
god,
fuck
he's
you like
somehow
this?
worse.
Because there was one option that I thought would be funny.
Griffin. Family Guy.
No.
Hey guys.
That's lowest that you're doing. You
That
gotta do
was
a Peter
lowest.
accent.
I got to Peter.
Peter Griffin would be a disciple of the sun god that would decide to.
Hey, Lois.
That's
Okay,
pretty
okay,
good.
sorry. Sorry.
Hey, Lois.
Lois.
That's.
I'm just going to ignore the last name question because it's dumb.
Okay.
You don't get it. No info. You meet Ray Walker Peter.
Oh,
and
it's-
he doesn't have a last name. Anyway,
I'm
Peter Walker.
all of the fucking like Hulu people say to go like, "Where's your pullover?" They sound like Batman. Is that true?
Is that true in the?
no, they're just
Oh.
extremely introverted, except for maybe Mel.
Would you
She's-
say
she's
Batman is
cool and quirky.
introverted?
Yeah. Why doesn't Mel
Because
worship
she's cool
the
and
sun god?
quirky. Leave her alone. You
If
don't
she's
need to
the
know.
complete opposite.
You don't need to know.
I feel like we're gonna find
Well,
out.
then ask it yourself.
I'm still figuring out what accent Mel's gonna have.
Yeah, that seems like a you problem.
Yeah, no, it isn't me problem.
Can you do Middle English?
Is Mel gonna be like the Sunbearers?
No, much more
that'd
horny.
Fuck!
Okay.
I have never said anything to do with this. My character
Horny
dog.
bard.
But if you do much more horny, can you please do Middle English?
Let's give me a minute.
Like I'm from.
No.
No. I'm
Excuse
from
me.
Norfolk. Like that sort of thing.
That'd be perfect. That'd
That sort of
actually be
thing.
perfect.
Oh, you sexy beast.
John
I think it's gonna end up being like vaguely
It sounds
European.
like the
most
fucking
of my
vaguely
people
European.
from
Vaguely
north of the
European.
wall.
It's a solid accent.
Vaguely European. Yeah.
Man
Anyway.
Slay, the king of the north.
King of the
The
North.
king of the
King of the
north.
North.
Anyway,
Very sexually activated.
You know, you know nothing,
say,
Jon
well then.
Snow.
Peter's gonna say, well then,
Hey, Lois.
hip hop, let's get going.
Indeed. Oh, lead the way, Peter.
My pleasure. Come on, then let's get going through. I'll show you some of the sights as we go.
Uh,
There you go, guys. A free tour guide. Well, I mean, this big city. I imagine it's very easy to get lost, isn't it?
The most
You
annoying.
were at the end of
possible
it. When I
tour
used to get
guide
lost all the
ever.
time. It's only with this new job running these errands. It's
you helped with the catering with people from
Yes.
the Temple of Fluid. Did you remember who you worked
I've
alongside?
been a few so far. It was Sister Lyra, Evangeline. Oh, and there was the one that came all the way from Vogath. Melian. There we go.
Sorry, we were getting there. Oh, Million.
Yeah.
Do you know where she is now?
We have to check with some of the sisters over at the temple.
Do you see
I'm
her?
not super sure. I've been over this side for a bit now. I'm heading over now.
Okay.
And who's? Oh, wait. I don't know. You have a partner.
Sorry.
Wait. What? Why? Who's Melian? Is that not one of your like?
Yeah,
Priests, sisters?
I must inquire, sister. How
Sister.
do you know Melian? I must. Are you? Oh, you are. She won't shut up about you.
Oh.
God, she won't shut up about you at all. She's so excited. She got your letter.
Oh my god.
Oh, really?
She was so excited. She was like, "Oh my God!" She wouldn't shut up about it. It was heartwarming, really, like being blessed by the dawn.
Peter, you need to come up with some more metaphors. I
Right.
mean, I would
I'm
suggest
guessing
it.
this is
Peter.
like your girlfriend
Is
or
this
something
as
like that.
Angroshay? Angrosay's like, Peter, you
Very
suck.
cute.
No, I don't
Nice.
think Peter sucks.
Well, do you want to go find your? I'm guessing that's where we're
That's
going, right?
obviously why
That's
I.
where we're going. Ah. Now
You're
it's
a
all
little
making
bit
a bit
dense,
of
aren't you,
sense.
Zeph?
Hey, man. Yes. Anyway, I'm just gonna like be very jovial and happy with Peter, and occasionally when he's like looking up and like pointing out the sides, I'll just turn around to the group and I'll just be like, and then just like turn around and just be all
I
pretentious
pat
and happy
Zeph on
again.
the back like, you've got this, buddy.
He's kind of
Oh,
walking.
thanks.
He's kind of got like a kind of very jovial
I
kind of
don't
like
say
hop in a
anything, I
step.
just
Like
kinda
this guy
go
seems
like,
genuinely
I
happy.
give you a look, I'm like...
He's like walking through. He kind of points you out. He's like, as you walk out, he's like just a bit up from the Temple of Hickory. So he points out. So that one there, you see that kind of woody building there? It looks like that kind of log cabin. That's the Temple of Somna there.
Joe,
As you get a bit further on,
take an extended look and note it down, the location down.
yeah. As you kind of walk along, and you kind of see like this expansive set of stalls and tents. There's the Green Tide Market in the corner there. That fancy looking building over there in the corner. That is that's the Wayfarer's
God,
table.
so much information.
The Wayfinder's table.
Wayfarer's table.
Wayfarer's table.
It's a restaurant. It's really, really good. The temple, the temple of Sumner operates.
Is that
it.
the one?
Ah.
I
Really
also
good.
note. Is that they near the temple?
It's a bit further on. So there's the temple, and then there's expansive market, and then the Wayfarer's
I
table.
take mental note of both the locations.
What kind of cuisine do they normally serve there? Is it, I'm guessing it must be fairly pricey.
It's seasonal, really. It's whatever they kind of forage and they buy local. You know, they're all about that kind of stuff. Typically it's a bit vegetarian for my taste,
Is
but
it
it's,
hard to get a table there?
the merchant princes and stuff like to book it out occasionally, but they're very opening, very kind, and I believe they're helping with sourcing some of the food for the festival. So you should be able to taste some of it then.
Wonderful.
And the princes, they obviously seem to provide for this part of the town. I mean, the wealth here is it's overwhelming, honestly.
abundant.
I mean, son, forgive me. I would never speak poorly of anyone, but they tend to look out for the stuff they
one.
can see.
Look out for number one.
And I'm guessing they unfortunately don't really see past the gates.
Well,
I mean,
yeah,
the smell was very.
It's
Unwelcoming.
strong. It's very strong. Yes, I would
Yes.
agree. Typically, we occasionally help with feeding them and helping out when they're struggling to pay rent and stuff like that. The temple kind of steps in to help out. A lot of the temples around here do. I think there's only a few that, the Temple of Stross are always very busy dealing with the dead, so they don't typically have a lot of spare funds for that kind of thing. But the Temple of Somna typically provides quite a bit of food. Our temple does quite a lot of community service there. We help dig new latrines, dig new wells, ensure that they're kept separate for that kind of stuff. A few temples do different things. The only one that really maybe Sarava's temple doesn't do a lot towards it. They're more interested in war and stuff.
Well, it's refreshing to know at least someone has tried.
We see what's going on. It's just stuck in a system. We're meant to try to follow the rules where we can. It can be tough sometimes.
Those damn rules, they do need a changing, but until that day comes, I guess we gotta just play our part. Ain't that right?
Yes.
The rules.
Fuck the rules.
As he kind of points out, this is one of my personal favorite taverns to go get a drink after a shift.
Now you're talking.
It's the Traveller's Tavern. It's probably the largest tavern here, and you guys see this massive tavern. It's basically imagine a city block almost. It's got these giant kind of rooms and stuff surrounding that kind of courtyard, this kind of bustling almost interior. So imagine a Roman almost villa kind of vibe, where it's
Hell
kind of got
yeah.
this courtyard, kind of entryway stuff with some bars and stuff, and then rooms surrounding it. He kind of takes you through this really okay. But yeah, they kind of Peter takes you through this kind of very fancy looking bit. This here's the administration district. It's kind of where everyone meets. So you kind of see that really big fancy building with all the pillars. That's the Presidium. That's where they talk about decisions and stuff that they make. Far beyond me, I'm afraid. I don't pay too much attention to that kind of stuff. The Temple of Arise is here. It kind of says the court here. Obviously, Temple of Lumnus is here. Quite well-revered god amongst the merchants. Is kind of the god of luck. Temple of Avion. It's a very nice library. Not quite as good as the one I've heard in Vergath. I hear that one's really nice.
Is the Temple of Lumnus like a casino?
Yeah.
I love it.
It's I think
Hell
I've literally
yeah.
written it on the law for stuff like that. Is their temples are basically casinos.
That's
That's awesome. I love it.
sick.
And
Go play
this is
roulette for a little bit.
and this one here is the fanciest restaurant in town. This is called the Diversion Eatery. It's I've been there once maybe. Super expensive, but it's to die for. So good.
So good.
Yeah. It then kind of takes you down towards the kind of I guess northwest of town and this kind of sector. This here is the jewelry district. So the Temple of Haluva is located along here. The parade will start at the Temple of Haluva and kind of go across and all the way through the city to where Hickory's our temple is, where we're gonna have a massive party.
Is
Excited?
Wait, that's actually really cool. Is that how the festival works? Is they go from
Yeah,
temple
imagine
to event to the temple of the sun?
it's like a parade.
That's really cool.
That is really
And
cool.
it starts with the moon and ends with the sun. Neat.
That is sick.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Sick world.
Yeah, very
Sick
excited
world
for
building,
the
bro.
party
yo.
afterwards.
Cool
It's
festival.
great.
Wait, and how long does the festival last for?
It's like a night.
Oh, it's just a
Actually, no, it's like a day because it's a festival of the eclipse. So when the
Yeah,
eclipse starts,
Oh,
it starts
yeah,
and then
yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
it doesn't last. Like the eclipse goes across it. What's happened, but
Also, Leah, you know that as soon as we see May,
Melian,
Maylin is here.
not May, sorry,
Melian.
Melian, Loki's just gonna be like, okay, session ended.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
gonna say
shit.
one line, and you're just gonna be like, ah, ah.
No, Peter Walker is gonna be like, "Where's Melian?" He's like, "Oh, that's right, the mass grave."
Yeah, so Melian actually died yesterday.
She
Unfortunate.
disappeared.
It's gonna be a mad cliffhanger for you.
Yeah, probably is.
Kind of like walking through is like, so this here's the Temple of Terranus. It's kind of like you kind of look at this like almost kind of shaped like almost like a cliff face or something. It's kind of like this rock wall almost heading into a cave. What the fuck is happening?
The fly just went across the camera.
Ah, okay.
Let's go.
That's so awesome.
The 5 on us.
And then he kind of like takes you through and it's like, so there's a couple jewelry stores around here. He sells some really pretty stuff. If you ever got something for that special someone, kind of elbowing Lynn a bit. And then, like, kind of
know
takes
about
you to this,
Huh?
kind of takes you
Don't
to
know
this
about what?
building. Give me a second, I have a description.
Do any of us do we know about the relationship, or we just?
I think I know
those-
about it.
you,
I'm assuming
Yeah.
through
that
context
and
clues.
Flo.
Nah, cool. So
And Peter's making really weird hints.
Yeah, it's like
Because for
weird.
some reason Peter knows more than you do.
yeah.
Cause Melian
Yeah,
is...
yeah.
Melian's like an
I
like
don't
weird.
time.
Wait, Lynn.
Melian wouldn't hide it from everyone.
I don't hide it. I just don't talk about myself.
So wait, is
Maybe
this
you
like
should.
your like sister, or is it like just someone like a really good friend who's been in the order?
Sauce. Zev, what the fuck?
What do you mean? I'm asking a question. I don't know.
Are you dense?
no,
Take the hint.
Huh?
Honestly, that checks out. I stopped talking.
Like,
Melian's my girlfriend.
aww.
My sister.
Yeah, no, sister would be weird.
Yes.
Oh, what?
Yeah, she was telling Melian. I remember-
freaking
Yeah.
out.
I remember she was talking about it with some of the sisters of the Temple of Arriva. God, they love your story.
Like
They
thinking
they-
back the heritage, like
Yeah, those Arriva's the goddess of love. If you,
Okay.
they love the story. They were just like, one of them started crying. They were like, they found it really beautiful.
What the fuck?
Oh, I didn't think it
Um,
was that big of an issue to cry over.
Oh, it wasn't tears of sadness. It was like
Thank you
they're very emotional. They're very. It's a really nice temple. Don't get me wrong, but they're very emotional people.
Oh.
Emotional.
But kind of leading you along through these kind of well lit, very like nicely designed streets. You kind of see an ornate stone building sitting ahead of you with a series of Grecian pillars at the front of the building made of this obsidian glass with intricate lines of quartz running through them. As you kind of enter this building, it's dimly lit as it feels like it's almost being lit under like a full moon, and kind of reflecting these specks of diamonds embedded throughout the walls, reflecting the light like stars in the sky.
Jesus.
Multiple pews line in the temple, with a statue of Haluva at the back of the temple behind the dais. Members of the priesthood are seen moving busily around the temple, chatting and stuff around.
Your god really knows how to be represented. Like,
It's as if you're like under a full moon, so it's dim. It's
Kind of like when I do my channel divinity and they go the
Mm.
Twilight
Yeah.
Circle kind of thing. But,
this
like,
place is. I don't even.
it's very pretty, isn't it? It's not quite my style. You should say it's shining bright. It's like always being in daylight. It's so reassuring.
That massive like sunroof in the. Like
Oh, you never would go inside.
Like a skylight.
worse than that, it's just like one big bright orb that they're like,
My eyes!
they like
Never look directly in the roof, brothers and
Wake
sisters.
up every morning and everyone casts light. Like, in the middle of the
Light, 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 light. And they're just like a chanting light.
ritual and they're just like, ah!
like the really older members, you see they've got like withered eyes, and they're like,
The thing was on.
you're like, hey there, and he like
Did it turn
turns the
off?
wrong direction.
Um,
Oh,
Oh yeah, your batteries are.
Oh, okay, my batteries are flat.
I'll check mine as well, honestly.
Oh.
No, we're good.
I'm good.
I will change. Where should I put the?
The
Oh.
batteries.
The old ones, you chuck them in. You like clock them in and clock out
Clock
new
'em in.
ones.
Well,
Th-
I
they-
mean, I'm not one for religion, but I gotta admit, like, this place is very fancy. I don't know. I don't have the right words for it. It's just, it's pretty.
is this like the only temple that you've been in?
Were there any sort of like,
You went into the Temple of Summoner at
Yeah.
Tall Hill.
were there any temples in
There was a Temple of Somna in Rose Garden.
there was a,
It's kind of like
yeah.
you,
Okay.
you did it. There was you went to a Temple of Avion on Tall Hill. There's a Temple of Somna where Zeph grew up. It's
Okay.
it's actually a really famous one
Okay. Yeah.
in Rose Garden. I think
Ah,
I've written it in for you.
I was gonna
but-
say because I was like, oh yeah, I know it was a Somna town, so I was wondering if there was a temple there.
Because I'm sure there.
Well, I mean, a couple of times when I was really young, it was a Somna temple though.
Oh,
I mean, it was nice, but it wasn't like diamonds looking like starlight sort of thing.
We have good tempers.
It was
I
I don't know.
assume you guys would. The one in Vogue
I mean,
is
there's-
quite nice.
You might have been to a temple in Bavora or something. There's a lot of temples about in like the major cities.
Would Ven know about the temple of Somna in Rose Garden?
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
Probably not.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been there.
No, you might have heard about rumor because it's quite famous. It's famed for its roses
Yeah.
because it's in Rose Garden.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's kind of given the town its name.
Yeah, no, and on that thought, I'm like, oh, Ven, wait. Have you been to the temple of Somna in Rose Garden before?
I don't think I've ever been to Rose Garden. No. I
Peter kind of lights over
I,
heard
uh,
about it. It's
I
I
beautiful.
tend to
Ah.
I tend to make my worship more out in the open, I suppose.
Oh, so you've been there before in Rose, to Rose
I haven't
Garden?
been there, but I've heard stories of it from some of the priests here. They went there once for a festival, I believe. Apparently, they came back with stories, and they came back with these most beautiful of flowers.
Well, I gotta admit.
worship.
I worship her. Oh, but sorry. And then you kind of see him like run off towards this kind of looking very similar to Flo. This kind of tall woman. Just kind of brings her over. However, this is Lyra. She seems a lot quieter and kind of like shocked by it. She's been helping with the catering as well. Here's the documents you asked for. The stuff the Temple of Someone will be helping with as well. This is this is Lynn, Mel's girlfriend. Yeah, girlfriend. Yes. She wants to know where Mel is.
Yeah,
Kind of just
What-
hear like,
what he said.
you kind of like hear like, thanks, Peter.
Two awkward people.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah.
I am Lyra Dornblade. I've been helping with catering with Mel, obviously. Mel's kind of been heading it up. It's kind of an
Beheading.
ambassador.
She's
Sorry.
been beheading people.
Kind of heading up, being the ambassador from Favora, as you are as well.
Yes.
Oh. That's weird. You can continue.
No, sorry,
Peter.
Why
Virgo.
is it
Virgo,
weird?
yeah, I was like, well,
Sorry, I named too many things with the letter V. Ambassadors from Bergath, from the head temple, which is an honor to have you here. You may be quite tired from your journey, especially coming from Simul and all the way up. The journey can be a bit rough, I hear.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was.
Quite a few bandits along the way, from what I've heard.
Yeah,
But
bandits.
yes, Mel is in the apartment that we gave you guys. It is in the Port District. It's above the.
Bye, guys.
It is above the
Squish into an
Wade
apartment.
Anchor Tavern.
Goodbye, I suppose.
So it's Peter can show you the way to the Wade
Peter.
Anchor Tavern. It's it's not too far away.
Oh,
Peter's like, yes, I can show you that way. It'd be my pleasure, of course.
Well,
Sure, if you wanted to show me. The
I always love a walk in the sunlight.
Oh,
I guess you're probably gonna want to go see your girlfriend. Do you want to? Why don't we all meet up for dinner at that fancy
the
restaurant?
expensive one.
Not the Somna one.
Yeah, why don't we go there? Yeah.
It'd be lovely.
I mean, we could go there, or we could go to like the what was that? What was that fancy tavern there, Peter? The Traveler, like the
I wouldn't call it fancy per se. It's,
the big one, the
it's
popular
really nice, very nice atmosphere, very friendly people, a lot of dancing. It's really fun.
yeah.
It's called the
Way.
Too many fucking names.
The ugly duckling.
The journey, the adventurers, something, the travelers, something.
The Traveller's Tavern.
The travelers
The
tavern.
That was
Traveller's
a really easy name.
Tavern.
Yeah.
I was like, it's not that easy.
Well, I for one would prefer to go to the Wayfarer's table.
Yeah. That's
Well, all right. Well, what do you? I mean, I think we've earned it. Like after a long trip and after everything we've been through. What about like either wayfarers or the travelers? Everyone,
I don't
Wayfarers.
mind.
wayfarers, Shams.
No, the
Wayfarers.
traveler sounds pretty good to me.
Okay. 2 for 1.
Sham's gonna go in and slam one of the rubies down on the table and be like, "Everyone gets a drink." No,
Just gonna
Shams would
throw
never
one
do
down the
that.
table. If you buy these diamonds, you're killing my friends.
Like drunk already. Has Shams ever been drunk?
Shams' constitution's
No.
too fucking good.
Drunk.
Shams can't get fucking drunk because he
true.
beats all
Con
my con
buddies.
saves.
Why do you have high con?
Because I
Hit
don't
point.
want be like,
Death.
boom, they're gone. Haha, fuck you guys.
Cringe.
I think Abelard's con's also pretty good. I was
Yeah,
like, yeah, I need some hit
Like
points.
just like shoot the cleric. All right, guys, have fun. Have fun battling.
If
I
that's the
shot the
case,
cleric, but he
I'm
didn't shoot the
assuming we're all
deputy.
gonna go do our own things, unless we're gonna split into groups.
Well, I'm
It's
just
up to
I'm
you
just
guys.
assuming because Lynn will probably want to go see her girlfriend. So
You guys are welcome to come along.
I don't want to
It's not-
intrude. Like
I
you-
don't mind. It's
I mean, you're more than welcome to go.
it's just Melly, and it's not.
Would you like to
Like,
go to the
it-
Temple of Somna?
Well, yes,
She-
that's. I mean, I'm happy to go anyway. The day is young.
She would be very pleased to see that I'm talking to people other than her.
Well,
was-
if you would like us to come along, then I don't see why
No,
not.
it's just up to you.
No, it's okay. You're
Don't
giving us
feel-
mixed signals.
don't
right
feel-
now.
No, it
Don't
is,
feel
it is
obligated.
quite literally
Don't
up
feel
to you.
obligated,
It is.
but don't feel uninvited and like
Just
not
make a
welcome.
decision.
Tell you what.
I
Okay.
can't make a decision.
How about this? You bring her along to dinner. We'll all go out to dinner. We'll go to the Wayfarer, the Wayfinders, Wayfarers, Wayfarers. We'll all go to the Wayfarers for dinner. You bring her along with you, and then we'll meet her there.
Sounds like
That is a
good-
lovely idea.
Yeah.
You can have some time with her, finally catch up after however long you haven't like been apart. And
100 years.
How long
has it been 100 years since you've seen your partner?
No,
Zeph,
it's been,
calm down. How long has it
That's a
actually
lot.
been?
it's been like 1 to 2 months.
Oh, so not quite that.
It
In the
must feel
span
it.
of things, if we're going by hundreds of years together,
That's better. That's, I mean, yeah.
a
don't
month is
know.
nothing.
A month can feel like 100 years to a book and art.
Damn.
That was
Damn it, Crochet.
Just kidding, I don't
so
give a fuck.
poetic.
I mean,
Ricochet, would you like to accompany me to the Temple of Somno?
Absolutely. That would be excellent.
Oh, that's where I'd be going. I'm assuming. Are you just gonna go? I feel like that idea
Yeah,
was
but-
probably
So wait, so how's the split going?
alone.
Yep.
Uh,
They
yourself.
have decided that I'm going alone.
you'll-
Yes, we have decided.
Yes.
You guys,
you wouldn't
no,
make a
Lynn's not gonna
decision.
make a decision, okay?
Yes, that's
Unless,
why we
unless you
made the
think like
decision.
Flo or Ethel would come with you, I don't know where they're going. I can
Oh,
ask
yeah,
them.
that's
Flo would
instead.
probably go with you.
Or
Would
Flo would
go
go
with? I don't know.
to the library or something because Flo's a fucking nerd.
Nerd without a rock. I have the rock.
Nerd with
We'll
no
make that.
intelligence.
We'll make. Well, hold on, make
Oh yeah,
that session.
well yeah, Flo might want to like do more investigation about.
Yeah,
like,
Flo might like actually care about this big event that's happening. That
Yeah.
like might like destroy
Oh
the
well, when's the festival again? Is it like in a couple of days or tomorrow?
Peter's like, well, it's in a week. It's very
In
exciting.
a week. Oh,
Yeah, we've got plenty of
we've
time.
got plenty of time to do some shopping and maybe some odd contracts to get some extra coin.
What?
I agree. I reckon that'd be.
What you want? You want to just
Like
you want to just
time.
chill in this like very fancy town and just like I mean I guess you have your partner. You can do what you want, but I
We have to afford the Wayfarer's table somewhere or another.
And also there is that whole like thing about the sunfall. I whisper.
Don't worry too much. We can take Mel along. If she'd be willing to.
We'll
You-
talk. You know what? We'll talk about this over dinner. We'll talk about it over dinner
I
tonight.
agree.
Hopefully, I don't.
Seven?
have too
Seven
many
sound good for everyone?
duties.
Dinner sounds
Sure.
lovely.
All right.
Zeph, Shams, where are you off to?
I'm gonna. I have some personal matters to attend to. I'm gonna go to the I'm gonna go to the Travelers, and well, I'll see you all at dinner. Shams, you're welcome. Shams, Ethel, you're welcome to come with me if you want.
Alright. I think I'll tag along.
Alrighty.
All right. And
So-
I'll let Mark decide next week.
And Flo, are we just gonna wait?
We'll
I
let
will also let
Holly
Holly
decide.
decide next week.
Yeah, okay.
I
fair enough.
basically I'm gonna run something with Leia, and we're gonna probably cut it there.
Yeah, easy.
Easy.
Oh god.
Kind of. So Peter's like, so
It's not
yeah.
even just all in the
Just like Larry's like, just give me a second. I'll go get something to, a key so you can get inside the
Oh,
apartment.
thank you.
Kind of like she jogs off for a second and comes back with this kind of onyx black key almost.
key.
It's kind of got like a little white pearl set on the end of it and just gives
Oh,
that to you.
Thank
like
you very
since
much.
it's on the top floor, very nice apartment.
Oh.
We give it to all guests of the
Yeah,
temple.
well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
All good. Yes. Mel was quite busy. She probably could do with your visit. Turns out planning the catering is a lot of work.
That seems.
Isn't that right, Peter? Yes, it is.
Oh my gosh, I don't know how he
Awesome
keeps so.
mode.
Oh, come
cheerful.
on, Linton, quickly. We've got it's not super far, but I can show you the way, and I'll head back to the temple. Do you have those documents that the boss requested? And it's just like she's like, oh yes, give me a second. And they kind of gives him like another little dossier of documents.
Is there anything like on like the top of the documents or like anything on the
It's just stuff involving catering.
just catering worker? That's all good. I don't know.
It's-
Maybe they're like secretly destroying the world.
That's something I would do. I'm ashamed I didn't think of it. Anyway, kind of leading you towards this kind of taking you down. You kind of pass the door and you kind of enter into this kind of canal-ridden area. Kind of Peter walking along this canal takes you to this kind of rowdy-looking tavern, and like next to it, there's kind of like a small little apartment entrance. Kind of like when you say like walking down one of the roads and stuff, there's like a business and then
Yeah.
the way up. So it kind of like takes you and it's just like, so you're top floor. I think it's the third apartment there.
Third apartment.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's got a moon on it. You guys and the fucking moon. Sun's formed there. Anyway, best of
Sorry?
luck. Like knocks you on the shoulder. See you around then. And then kind of,
Okay, I climb up the stairs and I open up. Like, is the door already unlocked or?
door's locked. Yeah.
Oh.
Unlocking the door. You kind of open the door, looking in,
Is she dead or is she there and gonna be really happy?
and kind of you see kind of hunched over this kind of desk with these stacks of paper, kind of the hair a bit messy. And
Oh.
with both like a head in her hands, just kind of looking over the pieces of paper, just kind of muttering to herself as the session ends.
I told you.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking cut it off. Holly's already upset that she missed out on the fucking.
Yeah.
I
shit.
told you.
But
We
yeah,
all
you
did
guys.
it.
Wait, that just
Yeah.
happened so quickly. What the
And
fuck?
the
I
session
reckon
ends.
you did that because you don't know the voice you're gonna use yet.
Also that. But also, I've already got. I think you can all read the messages from Holly as well about
yes.
babysitting and missing out on Zeph
Yeah.
getting a fucking patron.
The babysitting went horribly.
Wait, what was?
I'm very bad at it.
Oh, is this in the Discord?
Yes.
Okay. I
Dick sword.
thought yours Discord.
By the way, you guys are in charge of remembering how you're splitting up, and I'll ask again tomorrow.
Yes.
I wrote it down.
Well, I think it's pretty easy. The Sumner fellow was again.
Sumner,
the
Sumner.
temper. Yeah.
Tavern. Mark might do something. Flo might do something.
Yeah.
Is this in the Discord?
Linda
that I'm in?
reunited.
That?
And then meeting for dinner.
What's this one? Which shot was it?
Is
Ah,
like
it's in there.
is Mel a
okay,
fully fleshed out NPC?
Yeah,
Like
Like
built-
character
built
sheet
as
and
a character.
everything.
there is a character sheet, and also
So could
Leia
technically
Le-
join the party.
technically yes.
True.
Although
I do have the hero footage that you asked. I just didn't know what to do with it.
send
it
me
exists.
the STL.
Okay. It
Thank you.
exists. I did it like
That's
the
such a
night that
bad-
you asked me to. I just
Yeah, just
I
send
had
that
it
to
there.
me.
yeah. There's drawings. There's
Actually, I'll check with Holly because I'll probably ask her to print it so it's a nicer print, and then I'll paint it.
What happened?
Yeah. That
Oh,
wrapped
just
up.
that thing. We're wrapping up.
Ended.
Oh, cool.
Anyway,
homophobia is what happened.
Yeah.
alrighty
Stopped
then.
at the lesbian part. Fuck.
You gotta wait another week.
Homophobic.
You got this close to seeing your girlfriend. This close.
Elbows.
I mean, I did see her.
Elbows.
Yeah, but like
are
she's muttering under her
soft
breath and
to
shit.
soft.
Lucky say, do more.
Good night, everybody. Thank you for
try
watching
again.
Chronicles. Don't fall off any cliffs before next week, before we get to see what exactly is going on.
Tell 'em to
Lesbians.
follow stuff.
Follow us here on Twitch.
Follow us everywhere you
Lesbian
can.
power.
Just get your fucking hands and follow us everywhere you can, and then eat your phone.
Well, also.
Oh.
Oh, the fly is on the camera.
Ooh.
That was weird.
Okay, now you can
Shoot.
say goodbye, Lucky.
Goodbye, everyone, and
Sure.
have a good night.
Peppers.
Drink bleach.
Bye.
Peppers.
Oh.